Let me tell you the story about how I, Regron, became one of the most renowned warriors. Together with Alfie, Heloise, Arby, and Eugene, we managed to defeat many enemies on our many adventures.
Oh my god. Reggie, get to the point!
Here is one such story.
You don't think he's gonna, go wild like he did last time?
His form begins to shift and change, and it bounces harmlessly off the scales around his now enlarged dragon-like head.
Oh no!
He is going to breathe his dragon breath on Alfie, Arby, and Eloise.
I feel like, man, he's like mean. Tell me to die. It's whatever.
I think I skewer him through the wound again, and I just put all my strength and leverage the lance up through his head.
Dead bitch.
I will now draw everyone's attention to the fact that the temple is still falling at a fairly increased rate at this point.
I'll cast another feather fall on us.
The ground battle, led by Sela, has been fought to a victory on the side of Kalaman. The battle for the city itself, you all can't see inside the city, but you see that most of the city's defenses, the catapults, the ballista, and the like, have been destroyed, and parts of the city are on fire.
We saved the city, guys.
We just did an Avengers level city save.
Eugene, you see as the being in the flame, with a ball of the cataclysmic flame, stick it back onto the rest of the corpse as the bones begin to come alive, mounts the dragon, and takes off as everyone else does. The dragon swoops down amongst the crowd, and you all hear a singular scream of a woman. That is Sela. It has been 3 months since our unlikely heroes saved the city of Kalaman from the forces of the Red Dragon Army, led by the mad dragon priest Belafeon. Lord Soth, having returned from the dead, used the confusion of the battle to reanimate the corpse of Belafeon as his necrotic mount and to abduct Sela, Alfie, and Arby's friend. While Alfie has been locked away in his magical keep deep in research, searching for a way to locate Sela, Reggie has been reaching out to his contacts to assemble a team of experts for a daring rescue mission. Arby has left Kalaman on a quest to both visit his family and to spread the news of the return of the gods of good. He also left to find a temporary wielder for Sela's Dragonlance. Meanwhile, back in Kalaman, Eugene and Heloise have found a comfortable life for themselves. Eugene, as a traveling folk hero, waiting for his friends to call him back into action, and Heloise, having opened an aviary and egg store, complete with egg-based souvenirs. But now, news of the greater war against the Dragon Queen has reached Kalaman, and Lord Bow of Kalaman, alongside new High Justice Roland of the Order of the Rose, have called again for our heroes to save not only Sela, but all of Kryn. So, Heloise and Eugene, you all are currently in Kalaman, and as such, Lord Bow, now Lord of the City of Kalaman, finds you all first. And he says,
Somebody get that abyssal chicken! Come back! No, get that abyssal chicken!
I'm trying, Eloise, to God!
Eugene! Don't let the abyssal chicken get away!
I'm trying, he keeps running!
They're fast!
Yeah, I know! I thought I was quick! But, nope.
Heloise.
That's not how this works.
Heloise, are you the reason that everything in Kalaman is overran with abyssal chickens? I cannot use the bathroom in the keep without finding 3 of them.
I have never seen that abyssal chicken in my life.
Oh, really? Is that why there's a sign that says abyssal chickens for sale?
Now, you can't prove that's my sign.
That really could have been anybody. Who says I'm not selling them?
It says Heloise's Abyssal Chicken Farm.
Do you think I'm the only Heloise here?
You are, actually. I've looked.
How do you know that's not my middle name?
Eugene, you only have one name, and it's Eugene.
I was gonna say, I don't think Eugene has a last name, let alone a middle name.
In the
Exactly.
3 months that have passed, he's taken Heloise as his middle name.
She's just trying to help cover at this point.
It is Eugene E. Eugene, the one and only. The E stands for Eugene.
No one else can have his name because he has it 3 times.
Look,
Eloise I turn around and there's a bucket of paint still sitting next to the sign, and she just takes the brush, marks out Heloise, and writes John's.
look, I'm not. You can deal with the abyssal chickens later. They're just annoying. They're not causing issues. It's fine. Look, I know where Alfie is. His murder castle, his ominous black tower of death, just appeared in the field one day out there. So he's there.
Oh yeah, it's really nice inside. Have you been in there?
Yeah, have you not checked that out? It's pretty cool.
I have
Really
made a
comfy
Either of you.
couches.
Oh, well, never mind.
Look. I've made a
Rude, you've not invited me to your place.
You all probably haven't spoken to Alfie this
I
entire
thought
time.
we were friends.
We are, but Alfie's preoccupied.
Too preoccupied to invite his friends to his murder tower?
Yes.
Like, don't threaten me with a good time.
Yes.
All right, we're just going to redact a little bit.
Redacted.
Redacted.
I love that redacted is an ongoing trope between all of your podcasts, Joe. And I love that I started that for us.
look.
Anywho,
I know where he is. You two are here, causing mild to moderate chaos on the daily. A letter came back from Arbalest's family. He should be back in the next few days. Maybe today, if we're lucky. Has anyone heard from Reggie?
honestly, I haven't heard from him in quite some time.
No,
3
he
months to
doesn't-
be exact.
He doesn't buy eggs from me. I mean, from John.
Is your middle name John, Heloise?
No.
Are you lying? Like, out of character, are you lying?
No.
Okay.
It's Eugene.
Yeah, it's Eugene.
I don't know about that one.
Look, I need you all. Like I said, Arby's not going to be back till hopefully tomorrow, probably a couple days. We know where Alfie is. I've already sent 3 hawks with letters. I'm guessing I'm not getting those back. I just hope he got the letters. Look, just don't go far. Things are not great. I'm not going to bother you with it until everyone's here. I don't want y'all panicking. Just stay close by.
Why would we panic?
He leaves. He doesn't even answer you. He does that thing.
If you
What
want
do
to
you
know
mean?
about your hawks, ask Ghoulfast.
It's like when you get one of those text messages that's just, we need to talk, period, and no response for 3 hours.
Heloise is currently that TikTok of
Alfie
Jennifer
even
Lawrence.
sends back a letter that just says red.
Alfie, what happened to the 3 hawks that Bo had sent you?
They do not return.
Are they food? Are they bone hawks now? Is like,
They are bone hawks. Yeah, that's what I was gonna get at. Yeah.
are they bouncing
They're bone
around
hawks.
Bullfast's rib cage?
Maybe one of them is, but
Now Goldfast has a familiar.
at least 2 of them are not food for Goldfast.
Please tell me that Scruggles is now riding on the back of one.
Yes, actually. Scruggles and Goldfast both have familiars from those dogs.
Arby, you roll into town that night, but it's much too late for anyone to be up.
So I know what my father's plans were. Can I go
check on that to see if that is underway at all?
You can, yeah. When you get to where that is, you see that construction has started. The space is enclosed and the statues are up. It just hasn't been decorated as of yet.
So Arby, in the dead of night, no one really around, hasn't announced his arrival yet. Is just going to spend the night doing what he should have done a long time ago.
Okay.
And have a little silent vigil for his brothers at the statues that are erected in their honor.
The night goes by without any issues. You actually see that a couple of the people of Kalaman have started to gather, and just throughout the day, or throughout the night even, someone will come in, kneel, pray for a couple hours. People who work evenings or early mornings, and they're going in before they go tend to the fields, or before they go serve their guard duties for the night. They cycle in and out. Do you want to stop and talk to any of them, or are you just going to let everyone kind of...
I feel like Arby wouldn't really make a big deal out of it. He would probably take note of any that he recognizes from the taverns that he visited, or from Bogler specifically, any survivors that he's watched come in and pay their respects. But Arby's also kind of dealing with the contention of the fact that this is now like a shrine to Kiri Jolth, which is not his god per se.
Mm-hmm.
He's there way more for his brothers than the religious aspect of it.
Okay. Do you do anything else that night, or are you just going to spend the entire night there in vigil?
Probably a couple hours before sunrise, he'll go up to the castle and see if he can get into his old room.
I mean, it's a little dusty, with all the castle staff having been murdered. It's hard to find good help these days. Little Eugene tries, but he's only 2.5, 3 feet tall, so he can't really reach the top of the shelves to dust them. Or Eugene tried to help once, Big Eugene, but he didn't have the attention for detail that you need to be a good castle cleaner. So
yeah, we taught Eugene how to bathe, so I imagine my room's a mess.
Yeah. If you look, there's actually Eugene was here on the floor.
Written in the dust.
Yeah. And then there's a little thing next to it that says, "In Little Eugene."
With that in mind, Arby kind of chuckles to himself, and he bends down and rubs a little heart into the dust next to their names.
Okay. So nothing else will happen that night. Reggie, you and your entourage show up that morning early, and they quickly disband to go find places to rest, having traveled through the night. You've also heard rumors of what's going on around the plain of Kryn, and so you, without having any contact with Bo, have rushed back here, traveling day and night without stop. You can reach the castle, like I said, right at first light if you'd like to, or you can go find a tavern or inn or something to sleep in.
Reggie would pull up. He's ready. He's an early riser. He would try to get himself probably a hard-boiled egg to eat in the morning.
Hey.
So, when you go searching around at first light for people selling eggs, you find that all the egg farmers in Kalaman have gone out of business. This new egg farm recently opened up in the past few months and has just undercut the prices of everyone else, due mostly to the fact that abyssal chickens have about 30 eggs a day.
Oh my. Do they know it's abyssal chickens, or
They
is
do
it
not know.
Okay. And are there? You said there's people kind of out and about early in the morning.
There are, yeah.
Can he pull up to an egg bar, and he'd like to chat up with some of the strangers, in the typical Reggie fashion, and he's gonna kind of go, "Did you know sometimes I would adventure with a woman, and then he's just going to keep going on. And he's going to talk about Heloise and Abyssal Egg shenanigans. And he's going to receive a very warm egg, but he's going to let it get cold as he keeps telling this story to everyone as they come by. He's going to smell it, and he's just going to keep remembering that fond adventure, and just kind of in, the old-timey, old gentlemanly way. He's just going to kind of sit on a rocking chair after a while. And he's going to have his nice tea and an egg, and he's just going to kind of be rocking back and forth, and a huge line is going to form in front of the tavern because Reggie is going to be blocking the way, talking to people as they come and go.
I like how Billy has created a Cracker Barrel in Kalaman.
Yes, that's what I was going
for. New Heloise, John's Abyssal Chickens for Sale store. This is John's now. Now it's John's egg shop. Because like I said, Heloise has put all the other chicken vendors and egg vendors in town out of business. Heloise, do you work the egg bar by yourself in the mornings, or do you have like a whole bunch of like employees at this point?
I feel like it would just be Heloise. She's a girl boss babe. She doesn't even employ people. It's just her.
So both of you
She
make
does
me a
it all,
perception check then.
Me?
Both of you.
Oh, okay. 21.
31.
So both of you recognize that it's each of you at this bar, but do either of you like say anything, or do you just keep going about your egg-based business?
While Reggie's telling a story about Halloween.
Yeah, I think Reggie initially doesn't realize, but pretty much as soon as like he's told the first 2 or 3 sentences already about Heloise, he's realized it's Heloise, but he thinks he's too far in, and he's not going to acknowledge that this is Heloise. So he's like, "Ooh, this can't be. That's definitely no." She would have said something by now, and so he's just going to keep going. With his story to Heloise and everyone else he sees.
I would like to imagine that I set down the egg in front of Reggie and didn't recognize him, but then when I come back out, I have like handfuls of eggs and abyssal chickens are running around my feet, and I just like fall and drop all the eggs while I'm screaming Reggie because I realize that it's him.
Reggie, make me a dexterity
Feathers
check
are
real
going
quick.
everywhere.
3.
You just get how many dozens of eggs? How many dozens of eggs went flying toward Reggie?
Like 2 baskets of eggs.
So like a good 30-something eggs. Were they cooked or raw?
Raw.
Reggie, you just get covered in raw bizzle chicken egg. At the exact same moment, a passing baker bringing back a bag of flour from the mill trips, and now you're a breaded Reggie cutlet.
Reggie is far too embarrassed to say anything, so he's just gonna keep going. But every so often, like, he's gonna puff out a bunch of flour from his face, and every time he breathes, some flour comes out of his nose, like when it's cold in the morning. And I imagine it just kind of starts slipping down his whole get-up.
Eugene, this is about when you walk in.
I want to run up to Reggie and, like, get really close to his face and wipe away the flour from his eyes, and I'm just really close to him, and I'm like, Reggie! How are
I
ya?"
imagine that when Eugene walks in, all he sees is Reggie covered in all the flour, and Heloise is like up close, and even though she's so excited, like he can see that she's like all antsy. So you hear Eugene go, "Oh God, ghost.
Not another exorcism.
Exorcism.
Exorcism. But
Okay,
Eloise, get away from the ghost!
it's not a ghost. It's Reggie, who is
Oh,
close to
God.
being a ghost because he's old, but he's not. He's real.
It's
Not
the
a
ghost of Reggie!
No, Eugene, not yet.
Oh! What do you mean, not yet?
Well, he's old,
Yeah?
so one day he'll be a ghost.
Really?
Yes.
Admittedly, I will continue to age at the normal rate, despite having lost a few years from that. What was it? Some fucking seal thing?
It was a genie. Or a married, technically.
Admittedly. A what?
A married.
Alright, well. A genie helped me relieve some of my joint pain. So, while I may be close to becoming a ghost now, I am still a long ways off.
Oh, yeah. I was there for that, Reggie. Remember, I wish that my abyssal chicken would be fully grown, and then it was fully grown, but then it wasn't domesticated, and then everybody started making fun of me, and it kind of made me sad, and I almost started crying. But then I think Alfie fixed it, and he made my abyssal chicken small again. I'm gonna cry thinking about it. How have you been, Reggie?
Reggie can't handle a story that fast. So he's about 5 minutes. He's like lagging. He's responding as it's like processing.
She's still right in his face.
He's going, oh yeah, I do actually remember. Oh, yeah, and then the chicken did. Yeah, and he's just gonna keep going for the next 5 minutes. He's gonna process that information.
Oh my god, guys, can we go see Alfie? Can we go visit Alfie in his murder tower? Eugene, please, let's go visit Alfie. Are we allowed
He's,
to do that?
Well, I don't know. Well, I mean,
Let's go.
Maybe.
Let's go.
Well,
He could
hold on,
probably.
hold on.
You can probably wash the flour off at Alfie's place.
What day is today?
A day that ends in Y.
Let's be a little more specific here.
I don't know the calendar system.
Actually, no. This works.
So, the last time I thought about visiting, he did have a sign that said, no visitation on any day that ends in Y.
Okay, but we don't count.
Alfie does not have that sign.
Dang it.
I
Okay,
don't know, maybe it was
Heloise-
my imagination.
Heloise is taking Reggie and Eugene by the hands, and also somehow the egg that Reggie has not eaten yet, I assume. And we're going to Alfie's. I hear he has nice couches.
Okay. So y'all work your way. It's hard to miss. I mean, it's in where the crater from the crash city was. And, like, the debris has been cleared out. In fact, most of it's been reclaimed to rebuild chunks of the wall of Kalaman. And in its place, it's just this... How would you like to describe your murder tower,
Oh my
Alfie?
god. Tell us about your murder tower.
I mean, it is technically a fortress.
Murder fortress, I'm sorry.
It has walls on the outside and then a keep in the middle of it. And yeah, I mean, when you look at it, you think murder fortress. So that's pretty good vibe. That's what Alfie's going for.
Like, the clouds are always hovering overhead, and bats are constantly flying in and out.
Yeah, definitely.
Are we talking like Mordor?
We're talking
When
like
you walk
Scooby-Doo creepy castle.
When you
Yes.
walk up, there's like
With the lightning?
spooky music playing.
Mhm.
Yes.
Ghoulfast has been practicing his organ, which coincidentally is made
Oh my
of organs.
gosh, yes. Go fast. He's such a silly dude.
Yeah, I can't do the noise. I don't have a soundboard, but it's like the da 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 when you get nearby. like the
Joe,
classic.
play some organ music.
Well, I don't have it on here. I'll add it. If I can find it, I'll add it. To the...
Alfie's at the very top of the tower practicing the monologue from the end of Castlevania. What is a man?
I'd like to think he's singing some like musical theater songs. Like
It's
Sweeney
actually show
Todd.
tunes.
Sweeney Todd.
Alfie's dressed in pink, and he's just letting himself express. He's expressing his inner self,
Oh
but
my god, this sabbatical changed you.
He's singing Grease songs.
Ghoulfest.
What's his friend's name?
Alfie's in there. Mamma mia!
What's his
Ghoul-
friend's name? Sella.
Yeah.
So he's singing, I feel you, Sella. The demon barber of Fleet Street. Alfie. What a character arc.
When you get close, Alfie, do you let them in?
So I have 3 ghouls guarding my front door, one on either side and then one in the middle. So I don't know that they're there.
Is it the original 3 that survived?
No, not the original. I don't think they survived. I think they took a pretty hard hit. And I
They're
also did not use
ghouls.
Featherfall on them, so...
I mean, they are ghouls, though. Like, they're like half
Okay,
ghouls
yeah.
now.
Yeah, they're
half
the original
ghouls.
3 then.
So, like, it's just
They're-
like arms.
They're just
attached
mounted. They're mounted on top of the door like a security camera. They can't actually do anything.
They're
They're a
actually
ring
the doorbell. You poke them and they go... "Arrgh."
So you hear your ghoul bells ring.
I will tell Goldfast out to speak to them.
What
'Cause
should I
I'm-
say?
I don't know who they are. Go find out who they are and what their business is here.
What if it's the Paladine Witnesses again?
Apologies in advance.
You can cut that. You can cut that out.
No, I'm going to keep that. You know what to do with them. Add them to the rest.
Oh no!
The Book of Paladine.
So you all, Ghoulfest comes and opens the door, and he is in fact dressed up exactly like Tim Curry's character from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, hell yes!
The problem is that
Hell
Ghoulfest
yes.
is a 7.5 foot tall bone man with stretched skin over everything. So, like, it's not a pretty sight. Like, there's a wig, but it's quite clearly not a wig. It's just like a ghoul's scalp, and like his makeup is it's not pretty.
I'm sorry.
my
All I heard is he does have the range. That's all I heard.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I imagine when Ghoulfest opens up, Eugene's going to step forward and be like,
Excuse me, sir? Right, is that right?
Eugene, it's me, Ghoulfest.
I'm going to scream. Scream Ghoulfest. And I'm going to pull an abyssal chicken out of my bag and hand it to him with some hot sauce, aka poison.
This is our greeting gift to you!
It's
say
a
hello!
treat!
He devours it with such speed. You can tell that Alfie has forgotten to let him go eat recently. And so
Oh, he's
it's-
hungry.
yeah, it just disappears.
I'll give him some more eggs and say, can we see Alfie? We miss him.
You all
I hear
are
he has comfy
Paladine
couches.
witnesses now, are you?
No.
Are we? No, I'm not. Reggie?
Amen.
Reggie, have you converted?
Reggie goes, "Yeah, we can see Alfie."
I imagine when he talked, like flour just
Yeah,
puffed off
everywhere.
his lips.
oh my god.
When you pass Ghoulfest,
and
he
don't-
sniffs you real hard and says, "May I?"
Reggie? You want to eat Reggie? Go fast. Bad. I'll give him some more eggs.
Reggie is covered in eggs.
No, you eat these eggs. Don't eat the eggs on Reggie.
He is breaded like a chicken cutlet. He is literally food.
Go fast. Come down to my egg bar. I'll hook you up. Actually, you know what? Just go down there and get you some chickens and some eggs. Not all of them. Pace yourself.
He watches his long, like, prehensile tongue just begins to clean Reggie off, and we'll leave it at that.
Okay. Well, thanks for cleaning Reggie up. Thanks for
At least-
also not eating him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, Alfie! Alfie!
Gulfast climbs up the side of the tower and returns to you, Alfie, and says, "It is the friends."
The friends.
Alfie will say, okay, you can let them in. I'll be down in a moment.
I already let them in.
Okay, I suppose there's no harm in that since I was going to let them in, but yeah, fine. I'll tell them I'll be down in a minute.
Should I hide the pit of ghouls?
No.
As you all walk
Reggie.
in, the floor is made of glass on the very bottom level, or like really thick, clear stone, and you just see an entire like basement full of ghouls shambling around.
Are there indeed comfy couches?
There are, in fact, not comfy couches.
Is
I
there
mean, there's
anything
one in
to
the
sit
ghoul
on?
pit. There's one in the ghoul pit, but like, it's covered in ghouls.
Is it made
Why?
of leather?
It's made of human flesh. It's where
It's a human
Gulfast.
leather.
Yeah, Gulfast goes down
Okay.
there sometimes and just hangs out because Alfie's been kind of neglecting him. Not really.
It's actually
talking to him
Apollo.
lot. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, so they're in your foyer downstairs.
Yeah, what about it?
Are there lounge chairs?
Oh, no, there's not. No.
Where may I sit? Where
In
may
the
I
floor.
lounge?
You may sit crisscross applesauce.
Okay, I'm sitting crisscross applesauce. Is there a staircase?
Yeah, and you all
Okay.
will see like stacks of books being moved and shit like that, and parchments flying everywhere. I have
Okay.
100 unseen servants that comes along with the fortress, and so they're always just tidying up the place.
When one passes by me, I'm going to just snatch a little book and act like I'm reading it crisscross applesauce at the bottom of the staircase waiting for Alfie.
Make a strength check to fight the unseen servant for it.
Why are they fighting me? A dirty 20.
You're good. Yeah. You hear like a but I was, and then it just walks off. Gave up.
Heloise is holding it upside down when Alfie comes down. Just so you know.
Before Alfie comes down, Reggie wants to lean into Eugene and say, Reggie has not blinked since getting licked by Ghoulfest. He's gonna lean into Eugene and kind of whisper into his ear, "Is that Ghoulfest?"
Yeah, that is him, but if we're gonna be honest, be glad you didn't get eaten.
And I'm covered. So Reggie, completely clean, is gonna lean back into Eugene, and I'm covered in chicken and flour.
Well, you were. Now you're looking a lot cleaner.
Reggie has the 400-yard stare or whatever it's called.
Oh my god.
1,000-mile stare or whatever.
Alfie
Ghoulfest.
will walk down.
You
He's looking into the office camera.
So as Alfie walks down, Ghoulfast walks back in, this time wearing like a maid's outfit with like a wooden tray with like refreshments. I have tea
lemonade and cookies.
Cookies!
Someone
Always will take a
needs
cookie.
someone needs to make this murder fortress a murder home.
Alfie
Again.
will say,
I always knew Goldfest was actually one of us. God damn.
Alfie will say, please forgive Goldfest's horrible choice of wardrobe. He insists on his various outfits. I do not make him wear those.
Horrible. These are fantastic, Alfie. He has a great sense of style. Where's Scruggles?
I'll lift up my hat.
You see Scruggles fighting to put on.
Scruggles!
Scruggles is fighting to put on a maid outfit himself, and he stops and freezes. You know,
Scruggles.
Goldfest put him up to that, by the way, Alfie.
Yeah.
Now,
Eugene's going to see that and be like,
now that's impressive. I
He's
need one of those.
working. He's a worker.
So why are you all at my death home?
Because we missed you, and Reggie's here, and he came to get some eggs, and he got covered in flour and eggs because I tripped, and then a baker tripped, and then Goldfast cleaned
Eugene,
him. But
why are you all here?
We have recently received some news that I think we're going to need to go back into action.
oh yeah, the gang's gonna get back together.
What's the news?
I don't know. We don't know. They didn't actually give us news.
insert DM.
God, please speak.
He is a
Roncalla
paladin
appears.
witness.
More Paladin witnesses show up at the door.
Oh God, they're here!
I snap at Goldfest and point toward the door.
And so
You all can cover your ears for this.
You hear the screams, followed by two moaning ghouls walking in. They have the little name tags and everything in the white, and they just disappear down into the basement. Coolfast opens up the trap door and just backhand, gingerly pushes them into the basement, and they just crunch. Thankfully, the other 300 or so ghouls broke their fall,
excuse me.
and he disappears down there. I mean, but you can see him because the floor is made of clear stone. I just imagine that you all are averting your eyes, just purposefully staring anywhere but down.
Heloise is just eating cookies and drinking tea.
Alfie's
And
smiling
playing with
down at the
Scruggles.
glass.
Eugene's going to angle his head up just so he can still maintain eye contact with Alfie, even though it's going to look super weird. But he's trying to keep away from seeing anything under the floor right now.
But
Reggie is shaking, and he's covering himself like a naked co-ed. You can see he has visible goosebumps. And he's
Amazing.
keeping everything tight. Everything is puckered right now.
I'm gonna have some couple servants bring Reggie a towel or something.
Reggie
Anyway,
is
can we...
bone dry. But back to the point at hand. You all weren't told what the noise was. Or, sorry, not what the noise was. What the news was. But
Right.
you do know that Bo has sent 3 different hawks here with a message for Alfie and hasn't gotten a return
Oh
letter.
yeah. Alfie, I think you got some mail,
I did.
and you didn't respond.
Correct.
Any idea what the trouble was?
Do you have any comfy couches?
Stay on topic. Stay on topic.
That's
No
what I like.
couches.
Do you have any more of these cookies?
Yeah,
They're
whenever
not-
Goldfast is done, he'll bring you some more
They're a
egg
lot
cookies.
better than eggs. All I've eaten is eggs for 3 months.
Yes to you, Eugene. I know what the letters were about.
So that's
I
pretty
did
much
read them.
why. That's why we're here.
No, it's not.
We were well. Yes. I mean, yes, we wanted to visit, but
No, I've literally drug you both here so we can hang out with Alfie.
well, now that we're here,
Not easy being dad, is it, Trey?
Jesus.
You all feel the ground below. You all feel the ground below you shake, and when you look down, Ghoulfast is just stuck to the roof with like half a ghoul in his mouth, and he's like running around like a. He's just running around in circles. He has the Bone Devil zoomies.
I love the Bone Devil zoomies.
He eventually makes his way over to the
Oh,
trap
yeah.
door, pops it open, and just sits there.
He's got the zoomies while dressed like Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror,
No.
upside down on the ceiling
He's
with
just like a
a
maid
zombie
now.
hanging out of his mouth.
No,
Let's
he
just
took
really
the-
paint the full picture.
Yeah, he's not Dr. Frankenfurter anymore. He's a maid.
Jesus Christ.
Can we introduce a roll for outfit?
How
For
far
Alfie.
we've gone.
Roll for
anyway, Alfie, yes,
Stop. Okay.
yes, we did come to visit. That was the main point. But then, when we got here, that was kind of on the back burner. So, just kind of checking up on that because he seemed like he really wanted to hear back from you. Bo, that is.
Okay.
So, yeah, anyway.
I'm just going to imagine Eugene, even though he doesn't want to look at the floor, he is, and he's kind of doing that shy thing where they like move their foot around, and they're looking at their ankle swaying back and forth because he really doesn't know what to say now.
So, Alfie, what do you do? This is a pretty sweet crib.
I research.
Mhm.
I make ghouls.
Mm-hmm. Do you sell them?
Ghouls?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No. Have you thought about selling them?
No.
In an egg shop?
I will not go into business with you, Heloise.
Have you been to my egg shop, Alfie?
I have not. You know I have not.
Why not? Why haven't you invited us here? And why don't you have any comfy couches?
We're gonna take
You
a
have
step back
comfy
to.
couches upstairs.
We're gonna
I
take a
have
step
been
back to
very
Arby.
busy.
Oh, I was going to say right before you said that, I was going to be like,
So, Alfie, have you heard from your
and I'm going to do in quotations, he's going to do the air quotes.
best friend, Arby? Because we haven't.
No, I have not heard from Arbalist.
Well, I'm not surprised, but I thought I'd ask.
So, Arby, you're up and about, and Bo has reached out to you this morning, finding your bed occupied.
Oh, good morning, Bo.
Arby, it hasn't been that long, but it's been a long time. I'm glad to see you. We have a situation.
Oh no, I just got here.
Look, I was hoping you'd be here today. It's only kind of urgent. Heloise is in the city. Eugene is
Is that
in
the
the
problem?
city.
I
Now,
can't fix that.
I mean, the abyssal chickens that she has let loose upon the entire city
Wait,
is a little
plural
bit of,
loose? Oh god.
look, they're eating the livestock and everything else. It's a big issue, but that's not why I wanted you here. Look, I know where
It's
Heloise
worse
is.
than that?
It is, yes. I know where Eugene is. I know where Alfie is. Did you happen to see the giant murder fortress on the way in?
Yes, I was really hoping that wasn't Alfie's. Guess we
It
can't
is.
all get what we want.
Look, I've sent him 3 messages. He will not respond to me. Go get him and bring him here. We need to meet this
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
morning.
Were the messages sent by, like, animal
Hawks,
or, like...
yes, Hawks.
Okay, god, thank you. That's much better than murder anyway.
Side note, because of Alfie's love for neon signs in the first couple episodes, Murder Fortress has Murder Fortress in neon lights at the top.
I really need a smaller sign that says Murder Home.
Made by Goldfest.
Yeah.
South Fortress and it says home.
Yeah.
The back of the castle is a cemetery, and it just keeps saying no vacancy, vacancy. No vacancy.
So, Arby, everyone inside, here's the ghoul bell ring again.
No.
Oh, no?
There's a whole thing.
Okay, what's your whole thing?
First, Arby follows the abyssal chickens.
They follow Heloise, so they're just like piling up at the door of the murder house.
He goes to Heloise's fucking Cracker Barrel ass egg bar, and he's like seeing all the flour everywhere. He's like, something terrible happened here. He investigates, somehow rolls really high because no one's watching, and he knows that this shape on the ground is a cutout of Reggie. He knows Reggie's in town. He thinks for a moment, where could they have gone? Oh, I know. Eugene's a very smart boy. He probably took them to the murder castle.
That was Heloise's idea.
So he
I like how
follows.
this turned into a noir.
It's all in black and white.
So he follows the fucking flower, dropped arrows, and fucking eggs all the way to Alfie's castle, and now the ghoul bell rings.
Should I get that? There's a lot of visitors.
Yes, please. Yes, please get it, Goldfest.
Goldfast has switched back into his Rocky Horror outfit to open the door again.
Well, yeah, because we were waltzing. Me and Ghoulfast. I was dressed as Columbia.
Jesus Christ.
Can I help you? Oh, Arby.
Ghoul?
Oh.
Are those fishnet? How do you wear fishnets on bones? I'm not even concerned. It's a whole look. You look great, but like how?
Look, Alfie has not used me in like 3 months, except for killing people who come to the door.
Now, when you say use, what are we really? Do we need to like? Sweet baby Goldfast, I will give you a ceremony later. We have other things to do today.
Look, I've done nothing but kill visitors for 3 months. It's a lot of time.
I do let Goldfast go out to hunt whenever he wants. I told him that whenever I first got him.
Look, Goldfast has spent thousands of years being, like, bound to wizards who have done nothing but kept him at their sides. And so he knows, like, in his head that he can leave, but it's so ingrained into him that, like, you have to very specifically tell him to, or that he can leave.
Poor baby.
Or he doesn't. And you've just been so busy. You've been so busy.
Goldfast, well, you know what, Goldfast? You and me, one day, we're going to get out. We're going to get a nice little brunch. We're not going to eat the peasants on the brunch. But we're going to have a good time. Don't you worry. I'll help out.
That sounds nice. But also, aren't you supposed to try and kill me at some point?
I mean, like... Yes and no. Broncala's whole thing is she's like the goddess of freedom, and like, yeah, you're kind of an infernal devil, and I should be destroying you. But also, here's the justification. It's the fun part. Alfie controls you. He gives you orders. Your status as an evil being is rather tied to what he tells you to do. Therefore, I don't have to smite you until I smite Alfie. And right now, he's my friend as far as I know.
Just when you get into the murder home, don't look down.
And he goes and leads you to the door.
Now, why would you? Oh my god.
guys, it's Arby!
Alfie, what the fuck is this?
Welcome home, Dad. It's a murder home.
Is Arby gesturing toward the glass floor?
Yes, Arby is.
That arbalist is my ghoul army.
Heloise looks down for the first time.
That will assist us in getting Sella back.
Alfie, I just need to break this down real quick. Won't take long. Eugene, here are your arrows. You're a very good boy. Reggie, glad to see you sorted out whatever the fuck happened to you this morning.
Reggie goes,
no,
Alfie.
we're not, nope, Did you just, never mind. We'll get to that later.
Reggie's seeing Alfie for the first time now.
So, Alfie, you are a very talented, very skilled, very intelligent wizard, yes?
I like to think so.
Okay, so you raised a ghoul army of the undead.
Correct. That's a little redundant, but yes.
No, it wasn't. You'll see. To go storm the castle of Lord Soth, the undead.
Well,
who also raised Belafeon, Crazed Dragon, / now undead.
See, there's a problem with that, Arby. I don't think Sella's at Lord Soth's castle.
Where do you think? What do you know?
We'll get to that later.
Heloise is still looking down at the floor and is like, were they there this whole time?
Cool Fast cuts in.
Would you like to see the tricks I've been teaching them?
Yeah.
He is going to roll performance. He breaks into a fairly decent
Please
cover.
Tell me they're performing Time Warp.
No, he gets into a fairly decent cover of Thriller, and they all start doing a Thriller walk.
Heloise is clapping.
What? I've been gone for so long, I've been desensitized again. What the fuck is happening?
There aren't any comfy couches here, Arby.
Oh, yes, clearly concern number one.
Reggie
anyway,
agrees with no
Bo is
comfy
waiting
couches.
on us. What the fuck are we doing?
We came to hang out with Alfie. Did you come
Okay.
to hang out with Alfie too?
I'm pretty sure I came to get all of you and take you back to Kalaman. Like, we have a meeting. It's like now. It's like now
Well,
o'clock.
nobody told me about a meeting.
Goldfast is going in my stead. He will represent me at the meeting.
Oh, I feel like that's a bad idea.
Alfie, you and Gulfast should both come.
That's a better idea.
I am still working, Heloise.
Can I take Scruggles?
No, you may not.
He wants to go to the meeting. Look at him. He's sad and wants to go somewhere.
Stop trying to roleplay my familiar.
Bullfast says,
Let me change into something more appropriate.
he disappears.
Yes,
Comes back.
please.
Wait. Does he come back in a Hillary Clinton pantsuit?
Oh my god.
So Goldfast has fashioned himself a meat suit to disguise himself. It's very
But he's
Texas
still
Chainsaw-
like 12 feet tall.
Yeah, it's very Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and he's in a pantsuit as well, yes.
Goldfast.
You should just do the pantsuit.
You look perfect, Goldfast.
Goldfast.
You all have seen Beetlejuice, right? With the elongated skull?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
It was good, and then you went too far.
I don't mean to detract from this statement. Again, like I said before, it's a look. We're here for it. It's a look. However, I think you just being a bone devil might be less jarring than whatever this ensemble is.
Yeah, you should be yourself, Goldfast.
Look, I worked really hard on this.
You wear that if you'd like to, Goldfast. No one can tell you what to do.
Exactly.
right.
No one can tell you what to do, but it's pride
you
and
did
you
such
should
a
be
good job.
yourself.
He begins to walk out, and the whole meat suit just rips, and he's like, "Fuck!" And he just keeps walking as the meat suit he just leaves it behind.
We'll fashion you a new one later, Goldfast.
Arby turns to Eugene and he's just like, "Why do I have the most sympathy for Ghoulfast? What the fuck happened?"
Well, he's been trying. Well, let me put it this way, and it was very touching.
He touched you? Where?
No. His words were very touching to our hearts.
Reggie, make a
But
wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no.
Okay, it was above a 20 because Arby's nearby.
You're fine.
But he does whip his neck and look right at Arby. and Reggie is motioning all over.
I don't know what this weird fucking dance is, Reggie, but we gotta go.
Anyway, no, Ghoulfast's words were very touching to our hearts. He's feeling this way because he's trying to make this fortress a home. And it really resonated with us. So we understand.
Well, on that note, Bo, our good friend Bo, who has some new fancy pants lord title I've forgotten already, Bo is looking to save all of our homes, and we should go speak to him about this.
I mean, that's fine. I'm ready to go whenever everyone else is. Reggie, are you done with your, egg dance? Egg wash dance, to be exact.
Reggie's gonna reach up to hold both of your hands. And then when he's got both, and since he's a dwarf, right, he's gonna kind of hold himself up in a Y, and he's gonna take a look at both of you, and he's gonna go, "I am ready to go now." And then you both feel him like squeeze onto your hand.
By the way, before Goldfast left, I have a telepathic connection with him that I established. So, if need be, I can speak. I can hear things that he wants to communicate to me and vice versa. So, in the meeting, I can tell him to say anything on my behalf.
Alright, so Ghoulfast well ahead of you all. He keeps stopping and looking back, and he as you all walk, it's about a quarter of a mile, and he goes,
"Would any of you like a ride?"
Absolutely.
Oh, no, I'm good. And Arby is going to summon the new and improved Broncala Blessed roast beef. He's got big fucking like falcon wings, and he's got like a unicorn horn, but it's also got a fucking axe blade on it because you got to butch it up a little bit.
okay.
Reggie, would you like a ride?
Reggie is gonna dive into Heloise's egg sack and be carried by Heloise.
Okay. So everyone gets there. And Bo, he says, 1, 2. Arby, where is Alfie? Also,
Arby shrugs and just points at Goldfast, and you remember the towering bone? Yeah.
Ghoulfast, no offense, I quite literally never get used to seeing you.
It's fine.
That's not nice, Bo. We don't talk like that to our friends.
Bo looks at you all and says, "We thought the war was over when you all defeated the Red Dragon army, killed Belafeon. I mean, we still had Soth to deal with, but there was no more dragon armies. We have been very wrong about that. We have been getting reports over the last few months that all of Sylvanesty has fallen, Nordmar has been taken over, Quagonesty has gone silent, and that the dragon army of a different color are currently invading. And he looks at you, Reggie. They're currently outside the nation of Thorbarton.
Does Reggie know where that is?
Reggie, that's where you're from.
Oh.
I mean, I think the question still stands.
He
I
was
think
so
that's still a valid
traumatized.
question.
Still so traumatized he doesn't even remember where he's from.
Reggie's
Yeah.
gonna nod along, but if you look into his eyes, you can tell he doesn't know where that is.
He was from there so long ago, he doesn't remember.
Yeah, that's right.
Reggie, literally. Reggie, you were there like 2 weeks ago when you were meeting up with all your friends.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Reggie, has Reggie? He's not that old, is he? He looks at you, Bo, or you, Arby.
Arby shrugs.
Look,
Older than me,
to top it all off, Lord Soth seems to have not given up. He, depending on the sources you trust, is currently marching an undead army both toward Thorbarton and also toward the city of Palanthas. As we speak.
DM Steven, how
Yes.
close are those two places?
See, that's the thing.
To each other.
They're very far apart.
Okay.
There have been reports, though, of Lord Soth on the back of an undead dragon heading to both locations. And even, or roll a history check.
All of us?
15.
Anyone who wants to, yeah.
21.
Alfie got a 26 from a
23.
distance.
Reggie, did you roll?
Reggie rolled a 12.
Okay. Even Reggie, even though he doesn't remember where Thorbarton is, his hometown, his home city. So all of you know that even on Dragonback, it shouldn't be possible for Lord Soth to be in both places at once. And certainly not with two separate undead armies. He says, or Bo goes on to say, now look, our responsibility in this moment is not Nordmar, it's not the elves in Quagonesty or Sylvanesty, it's not the humans to the southern continents. The dwarves have been our allies, and obviously, Arbalest, as you know, Palanthas is the capital of Solamnia. And it is the one city that has withstood the last 1,000 years. We cannot let Lord Soth take either of these. The problem is we don't know which one he's at.
Golfast says damn, like Alfie always does.
So, really what we need is a quick means of travel between the two. I don't know if that's something, Alfie, you or your order. And then he stops and he's like, what fucking order is Alfie in now? Anyway.
Black robes.
he doesn't ask out loud, but he's giving a very obviously insightful look, like, what the fuck? We need quick means of travel between the two, and we need some sort of agency within them both in the terms of our own ability to work and in local operatives that we trust.
Bo says, to make matters worse, I do not know if it is some trickery of magic, or if there truly are two undead armies. But we do know, and he pulls out the map that you all used for Kalaman, and kind of zooms it out, and he zooms it in toward Palanthas. and you see what appears to be an entire army marching that direction, and he zooms out and he zooms back in toward Thorbarton, and the exact same army shows up there as well. So the army is true. What we don't know is if Lord Soth is with one or both of them. I think that you are right, Arby. We need to hope that Alfie has a way to travel between the two. Go fast. Does Alfie have a way to travel between the two quickly?
Alfie tells Goldfast to let them know he does have teleport, but that can only teleport him and 8 willing creatures.
He says, kinda, sorta, yeah.
Well said, Goldfast.
A man of few words.
As for contacts, Palanthas is controlled by the Knights. Roland, were you there when he was promoted, Arby?
Probably not.
No, I mean, that's Bo asking you.
Oh. No? Is that why he's not fucking here?
Yes, I'm in his stead currently. He is the new High Justice of the Order of the Rose.
What the fuck?
Look, I don't know what happened. You showed me that I have the measure. I made a copy of it for him. He spent time reading it. He took it back to Palanthas with him. He showed it to the other knights. Things are changing.
Well, that's a little bit of good news, I guess.
Last I heard from him, some of the knights were gaining the divine magics of old.
Oh. Interesting.
Don't know how many. It's always a good thing. Anyway, he's there currently, working with the heads of the other orders. They're coming up with a plan. Hopefully it's a good one. I'm not worried about the armies. I'm worried about Soth. He looks back to Ghoulfast and says, Alfie, since it seems that you can hear us right now, you're in the room with us, do you have any idea on a way to track where Soth is?
Alfie has been briefing Goldfast on everything he knows, so he says, tell him, Goldfast.
Goldfast says...
And Joe himself pulled out an Uno reverse card just now.
That's why I said Goldfast and Alfie's stead.
So, Goldfast says...
Alfie didn't give me an answer to if he could track Soth. He has been tracking Sela, though. Alfie says that Sela is not on this plane of existence and has not been for some time. Alfie believes that he can bring her back, but he does not know the exact method to do so. He believes that he will either have to travel to where she is or find the item which is imprisoning her. But, and this is me, Ghoulfast, going out on a limb, we might be able to use the same magics which track Sela to also track Soth.
You know,
This just
Ghoulfast,
in.
he doesn't respect you enough, Ghoulfast. We need to get you another man, honey.
Ghoulfast is actually the evil mastermind here.
I don't know why everyone keeps acting like Alfie's addicted to Goldfast. He actually really likes Goldfast, and he tries to treat him really well.
Y'all just
Probably
start
a lot
speaking the
better than-
same love language, that's all.
Probably a lot better than all of Goldfast's other wizards did.
Bo says, okay, so that's good. Look, I can't get you there any quicker than Alfie can. I don't know anything more than Alfie does. I will send some hawks, one to Thorbarton and one toward Palanthas, with letters letting them know that agents will be arriving from Kalaman. and that, to start thinking of ways to defeat Soth.
I've got a little bit of a harebrained idea.
I mean, it's worked for us before. Go ahead, Arbalist.
With the hawk going to Palanthas, could you also give it one of the Fargab receivers and get that to Roland? Would that work at that range?
I can ask Rickledust. And he goes to the window and shoots a firework out the window. And then you hear the flapping of giant wings.
Oh,
as
God.
Rickledust has now repurposed the dragon mechanical device into just a set of mechanical wings on her back. She says, Hey, Bo, what's up? How can I help him? What do you need? Bo tells her, and she says, I've never tried it. I mean, I don't really go that far. I mean, I've lived in the basement of this castle. Well, not the basement, but like the lower floors of the castle for 3 months now. But we can try it.
Yes, I'm thinking if we can get one to Roland, and then we have one on us, we can go visit Reggie's people and still keep tabs on the situation in Palanthas and hopefully figure something out in the middle at some point.
Wolfast chimes in.
Bo, will your hawks be able to carry so much weight?
Bo says, I don't think so. And then Gulfast opens up his chest and lets out one of the bone hawks. And he says,
This requires no food, no sleep. It can carry it.
Bo says, is that my favorite hawk?
And tell Goldfast, tell him we can make a lot more if he needs them.
Can I roll a
yes.
performance check?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to do a scream, but keep Reggie's mouth closed the entire time.
Okay.
13.
It's good enough. You've been practicing a little bit. Bo looks at you and just goes, I don't want to know. I don't want to know about my hawk. Just thank you, Gulfast. And he takes the bone hawk, and you watch as Bo sheds a single tear, because it was certainly his favorite hawk. And he just twines the Fargab receiver and the note to it, and he lets it go out the window.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's a good hawk.
He says, it was a good hawk. I will let you know it was also a good snack.
Bo says, just go. Just go back to Alfie, all of you. Do what you gotta do. I'll be here. Tosses you another Fargab, Arby. Just let me know what's going on. Go. And he very slowly turns and just walks away.
Good day, Bo. The statues to my idiot brothers look great.
You're welcome. What would you all like to do now?
Eugene, Heloise, y'all have stayed in the city this whole time, right?
Yeah.
I've been out and around, so I know the place a little better now.
Weird question. Did Big Spooky Goth Mommy ever come back?
Did she?
Have either of you went to check?
I haven't. Maybe Heloise knows.
Heloise definitely would have checked.
You've gone
Heloise
there
goes there every day.
Yeah. About 2 weeks ago, the shop reopened, yeah.
Okay, I'll tell Irby that.
Anyone want new shit?
Yes. Shopping!
Let's see what we can find.
I tell Goldfest to go with them to get me anything that might tickle my fancy.
Where on your body is your fancy?
I'm sorry, Goldfest. I shouldn't. It's anything that I might like. Reach out to me, and I'll tell you if I want it or not.
Hey.
So you all make your way through town. You do scare some of the commoners, though at this point, Gulfast is kind of like an urban legend. He only shows up at the very early hours or the very late hours of the day. He never goes anywhere but to like the one clothing store in town, which happens to be right next door to Lohazet's. And no one ever describes him as wearing the same thing twice. And so no one's really sure what Goldfast is. I mean, they remember...
It's because this motherfucker gets paid well. He's got money to spend.
They do remember Goldfast helping save, but... like Kalaman, but they're not quite sure what he did because he just disappeared into the dragon and then came back. And so, like, no one really talked Goldfast up. So everyone's kind of okay, but, like, they still pull their children away and, like, hide them. Whenever
Goldfast is
like
the
the-
unsung hero.
Goldfast is like Calaman's boogeyman, like their own personal boogie. Like, if you're not good, Goldfast is gonna come eat you.
Goldfast
When
is
in-
actually...
In reality, he's actually just dressing in dragon, trying to make his murder house a murder home.
He dresses in dragon.
Goldfast is actually Mothman, basically. They don't know if he's a sign of, like, warning, or if he's a sign of woe, or if he's there to protect them. But, like, everyone wants to see him and then run away very quickly.
They know when he comes skipping through town wearing a new dress.
But anyway, you all make it to Lohazet's. I believe that was her... No, that was not her name.
Wyan.
Wyan. You make your way to Wyan's shop, and she says, "Heloise, why have you not
Hi.
come in? I have seen you outside of my shop for 2 weeks straight, just staring, drooling a little bit. What are you doing? Just come in."
Hi.
Hi. Yes. Heloise, Eugene, Reggie, Arby, Gulfast. I assume you're here for Alfie.
That is correct.
Yes.
I love
okay.
making Steven roleplay between themselves.
So, how can I help you? I will admit, potions take a while. I haven't had a chance to brew anymore. You kind of bought me out. Did collect a lot of nice items while I was gone. Went to a lot of different places. Oh, and a gift. How did you all like Eugene? Eugene. I gave them the hat for you. Why are you not wearing the hat?
You want me to be honest?
No, I want you to
got
lie
some
to me.
Oh, I love it, but I put it in the wrong chest and now I can't find it.
No.
She takes out a little blue sapphire from her pocket, says an incantation, and crushes it, and the hat appears in her hand. And she just sets it on your head.
Oh no.
Much
Does
better,
Eugene feel anything?
She says, Eugene, I removed the curse. For you only. If you give it to someone else, it's still cursed. She says,
Oh,
she says, say the word bat 3 times.
bat.
On your shoulder,
Eugene's gonna wince as soon as he says that.
on your shoulder appears a bat, a fruit bat.
That is super cool. What pray tell does he do?
Well, it's a fruit bat. It eats fruit.
Please tell me he doesn't eat eggs. Also,
I mean, I don't think so. It's a bat that eats fruit. Anyway, he's just there to hang around with you. If you get lost somewhere dark, I know that you can see in the dark, kinda, but like, if you need him, he'll alert you to nearby enemies. It's just look. Don't say anything. It's yours. It will still curse anyone else though. Just keep that in mind. You can't give it to anyone else. Oh well, little Eugene. It works for anyone named Eugene.
Eugene doesn't wince at the fact that it also is okay for other people that are named Eugene. Well, actually, it doesn't bother him that other people are named Eugene. It's just because he's a little upset that it will also work on other people named Eugene.
Look, the magic is kind of finicky. I did what I had to do, but it's yours. Have fun with it.
Eugene's going to turn and look at everybody and be like,
I got the cool hat back! And don't take it from me. You'll regret it.
I mean, we're right. We heard her.
Oh, I thought that was a one-on-one, and I thought you all might have been perusing the store, so...
Well,
okay.
we got a little concerned when you yelled bat 3 times. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think that far ahead.
He says, well, I can show you what I've got if you want to look at it. I mean, it's some of it's good, some of it's not so good, but there's a lot of it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Right,
Absolutely.
Each
Let's
of you
see.
roll me 2 D100s, and then I'll go in order of how you all appear on my screen, and I'll ask for those. So, Alfie, you are up first.
What was it? 2 D100s?
Yep.
First one's an 18. Second one is a 91.
All right, so the first 2 items that she pulls out is... Roll me a D8 real quick.
4.
Is 3 ivory goats stacked on top of each other. Little figurine. And the second item you said was a 91. She pulls out a small bag of magical beans.
Eugene, no.
I tell Ghoulfest I don't want either one of those things.
Okay, and I will clarify that they're not specific to you all, so if anyone wants those are open for everyone. I'm just building the inventory right now.
Eugene's going to look at Arby and be like,
Look, I know I got a little bit of heartburn, but they were still really good.
Heloise, you're up next.
We just need to introduce you to spices. I don't understand why. Anyway.
I got a 58 and a 99.
Ooh. Okay, so the 99 is... Let's get to the right table. A 99, she pulls out a magical tome. And she says, this tome will make you a stronger leader, give you influence over others, and people will flock to you.
That sounds like Heloise's nightmare.
I'm sorry, what's
And-
that? What was that?
It's a magical tome. You read it, and it makes people follow you, and your influence is increased, and...
So, a cult leader.
I mean, that's one way you can go. I mean, you don't have to go that way.
I could make a cult of eggs.
Oh my god.
Egg cultists.
What was your
Okay,
other roll?
what's the other one?
What was the roll again?
58. 58.
58. Let's see here. She pulls out... Oh no. Okay. A spell scroll. She says, etched on this scroll is an incredibly powerful spell that, if used properly, can kill even the strongest of creatures. It is called Prismatic Sphere.
Okay. That's a lot. I'll take it.
Well, that's going to be 1,000 steel pieces.
Okay, well, I'm an egg mogul now, so I would think that I have a lot of money.
You have exactly 1,001 steel pieces.
Okay, just kidding.
I don't know. I think the party loot is currently setting at something like 40,000, though. So,
Yeah, that sounds right.
Reggie has 10 steel in his inventory.
Yeah, I also have a 1,700.
On you.
Arby's trip back home was a
Yeah.
little more lucrative than you might expect.
Eugene has 508 steel pieces and one really
Oh
a
my
bigger
god.
steel piece.
Oh my god.
Look, looking at the not so recently updated party, you had at least 42,000 steel pieces in the party.
Okay, well, we can take the death scroll.
Okay. Eugene, you're up next.
All right, let's see what we get. That is first is an 81,
Okay.
and the other is a 54.
So she pulls out a small stone with a rune carved into it, and she says, "This magical rune will float around your head, making you more intelligent."
How much more intelligent can Eugene get? I mean, we're already maxed at 20, but are we saying we can push beyond our limits here?
And like I said, anyone can buy these things. Let me go ahead and pull it up. It would make you at least 10% more intelligent.
Ah, dang.
Hold on. Does that mean it'll, like, if my intelligence is 20, it'll go up to 22?
It would, yes.
I'll
Oh,
buy
dang.
it.
Well, no!
Okay. I'm going to have goal fast reason with Eugene on why Alfie should have it, because it actually affects Alfie's spell casting.
Eugene, Alfie says that Golfast should have it because it'll make him smarter.
No, hold on. That is
And
not
he
what
can
I
leave.
said.
Really? Is he's being very generous.
He said that I could spend his part of the party loot on it. He said that he felt really bad about how he's been treating me recently, and he's doing this because he's very nice.
Goal fast, I will bring your ass back here.
In his head, he's saying,
I'm playing Eugene, leave me be.
All right.
Listen, if he really wants you to join the Smart Squad, then by all means,
God.
it's all yours.
Bullfast looks at Ryan and says,
How much?
she says, is he actually giving it to you? And he does the whole head nod yes while eyes say no thing.
What
And she's-
eyes?
Well, he has eye, kinda. Look, there are
His
ghouls.
black pits.
Look, there are two ghoul eyes. He says, she
I
says,
like to think he pulls out a couple of eyes from a skin flap and they wiggle back and forth no.
she says, 5,000 steel pieces. And Ghoulfast hands it over quite easily. The other item you
didn't think to haggle with her a little bit, Goal Fast? God
Oh
damn.
my god, Joe.
You all start seeing Ghoulfast flinch at like it's not something that's not there, and he mumbles under his breath, "I'm sorry."
I don't beat him. Why the fuck is he acting like this?
Sorry. Force of habit.
Goal
Force of habit.
Okay.
The other item that she pulls out is a pair of boots. And she says, "These are boots of binging and boinging."
I knew binging and boinging was going to come back.
Same.
For you, Eugene, 500 still.
How about 450?
450 plus the big one.
Oh shit.
Uh,
I forgot about the big one.
how about 475 and I keep the big one?
500 and you keep the big one.
Fine.
And Eugene's going to hand over 500.
He hands you the boots of binging and boinking. We'll go over what those do again later. Reggie, she says, you keep eyeing the book. Do you want to buy the book?
Reggie goes, the fuck? What, like I'm a nerd?
Okay. She takes the book and puts it back slowly starts putting it back under the shelf.
Well, I might want it.
Okay. Well, let's see if you have enough money after I show you everything else. Arby, what were those rolls for you?
I had a 93 and a 77.
Ooh. Let's see here. For a 93, she pulls out a ring and lets you know that this ring can be used to control the element of fire. And then for the 77, you see that she pulls out yet another floating stone with a rune on it, that this rune is different. And she tells you that this stone here, as it floats around your head, will immediately cancel any spell cast of you of a weakened level. Not high level magics, but lower level magics. Now it can only do that for so many spells though, and then once it's cancelled so many, it will turn a dull gray and stop floating.
If I get to pick, I would rather have the book than those. But if someone else wants those, it might be better than me getting the book.
I mean, like I said earlier, all these items are available for everyone. She's just stocking her inventory like that, so.
Yep. How much are those?
She says that the stone is 2,000 steel pieces, and the other item is 8,000 steel pieces.
And how much was the book?
The book is 10,000 steel pieces.
And what are Reggie's items?
And then the last two items she pulls out. She says, Reggie, I have no idea if you like these, but here you go. She pulls, really, another book. She says, this one will make you as sturdy as 10 oxen. But again, Reggie, you have to read it. And then the other item that she pulls out is a scimitar. And she says, this sword is magically enchanted. It allows you to make 2 strikes when a man could normally only make 1.
Alright, how much?
For the book, 10,000. For the sword, 4,000.
Can, so this is like the Constitution book, I'm assuming.
It is, yes.
Can I have Alfie read it to me, and then we both get 1 Constitution?
Roll a persuasion check on me, the DM.
If I smile real nice and do like a... well, none of the viewers can see that, but, you know. It was convincing.
Actually, now you should probably roll with disadvantage after that.
Yeah.
Alright, Reggie rolls a 24. I don't have dice. Oh, you know what? Let me just roll a d20. How about that?
Okay.
7. So a dirty 20. No, sorry. What am I saying?
Are you currently rolling Constitution rolls?
Yeah, why don't I? Might as well add that too. I'm just rolling until I get a very high number. You know what? I do 100.
No. Look. She just has. Look, no one's ever tried that before. But you're welcome to give it a shot. I don't know. I've never seen anyone do that.
Reggie can't even look, but he's gonna put his hand out, and he's gonna motion with his fingers. Okay, come on, hand it over. And he's gonna hold it with 2 fingers out in front of him, and then he's gonna give it to Gulfast, so that Gulfast can give it to Alfie.
Alfie, Can I read this book?
Goldfast, no, you may not.
Wyatt just says, look, every time I run into you, it's weirder and weirder and weirder. And look, I'm used to weird things. And every time, it's like I get desensitized to it, and then you all show back up.
Thank you. That's what I said this morning. I left them for 3 months and I came back and I'm like, how did we get weirder with me gone? It's so weird, Ryan. I get it.
Look, I have a lot of potion brewing to do. Heloise, you're welcome back anytime. Everyone else, please make yourself sparse. Regardless, do you all want anything else while I'm open?
So I did the math. We have enough to get everything except for the goat statue and the magic beans. I don't know if we want all those things. That is including taking away what we've already bought. If we're good with it, though, I'm going to get that other book.
Yeah, we get the other book.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to use the sword. Maybe Eugene.
Well, and that's is it, Steven, is it a +1 sword or just a sword with an extra attack?
It's a scimitar of speed. So the exact stats on that is a +2 that you get to make an extra attack as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Well, it's been a while since I've had that. Eugene will gladly take the Scimitar of Speed if no one is willing.
Like a latent memory opens up in Eugene's mind and he connects to an ancestor on a different plane.
Goes through a training montage in his head. Remembers how to wield one.
Okay, so both books, the spell scroll, the Scimitar of Speed, am I missing anything?
We got the boots of binging and boinging.
Ah, yes.
You said the ring was to control fire? Like, what the fuck?
So, it is...
What the fuck, check.
Yeah. Roll a what the fuck 20.
That's an 11. I don't care. Tell me anyway.
She says, look, it's a ring of fire elemental command. 5 charges. You can spend 2 charges to cast Dominate Monster on a fire elemental. You gain resistance to fire damage. You have advantage to attack creatures from the plane of fire. They have disadvantage to attack you. If you kill a fire elemental while attuned to it, while it's on you, you then gain immunity to fire damage, the ability to cast Fireball and Wall of Fire, and you can summon that dead fire elemental to fight for you.
Arby doesn't want it, but if someone else does, we can get it.
Think Abyssal Chicken Lady would probably want that.
No.
Coolfast says,
Please, 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 please.
Oh my god.
This is the monster you made, Joe.
We can get it Goldfast.
Ooh.
Goldfast slips it on top of the ghoul hands he currently has. And he says, to you specifically, Alfie, so no one else can hear it.
Alfie, can you summon a fire elemental for me to fight?
What, can you not summon it? You have the ring, don't you?
Were you not paying attention? She
No,
literally,
I'm working Goldfast.
she said I have to fight one to summon one.
Oh. Yes, actually, I can. I can summon one for you.
Thank you.
With that happening, you hear Goldfast talking to himself. Because he hasn't mastered the ability to talk telepathically yet. So he has to say it out loud and in his head.
Arby's just sighing and shaking his head. Thank you, Ryan. Anything else while we're here?
No, just, don't die again. I imagine you wouldn't have showed up asking for things if you weren't going to go do something else stupid, so.
Well, it is awesome.
True.
Alright, so she just kind of shoos you out the door. Goldfast, once you all are outside, looks at you and says,
I have a detour to make. ketchup.
And he watches as he walks into the clothing store next door.
Beautiful.
Is it a thrift shop?
It is, yes.
It's a bad will.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What would everyone like to do, though, after the meeting with Wyan?
Who got the boots?
Good old Eugene.
Yo, boy Eugene.
Oh shit. Okay.
Eugene got the scimitar and the boots. It's like he's turning into a previous character.
What was mine called?
Your tome? Or the Iron Stone?
No, the stone.
It's an Iron Stone of Intelligence. It's going to say on there that you can't have above a 20. You can have above a 20.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's why Steven's my DM.
Because hard caps are bullshit. Besides, how else am I supposed to throw near god-like beings at you all if you're running around with just 20s and everything?
Alright, Steven's no longer my DM.
Remember that time my warlock had a plus 21 to his attack?
Don't remind me. Good luck finding magic items anywhere else ever again.
Oh shit.
Y'all will be fighting at level 20 with a +1 weapon. Anyway.
I already ate.
Anyway, so you all leave Wines. Gulfast catches up fairly quickly on your way back to Alfie's. Alfie, you heard everything that went on in that meeting, and you had the conversation with them about how you've been tracking Scylla, and you've been using magic to do it. Make me an Arcana check.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So the spells you've been using to track Scylla are kind of simple, actually. You're just locating the items that were on Scylla. And so you feel like you could...
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, you're not...
That's what Alfie always says.
Now...
Isn't this guy like the smartest person alive?
Close, yeah. Work smarter, not harder. So you think that you might be able to use a similar spell to locate Lord Soth if you knew...
Gross.
If you knew an item that he was carrying.
Right.
You also know that there are some other kinds of magic that can help you discern the location of creatures. Scrying typically is one of them, though there are ways around that. There are magic items you can make that help you locate creatures, but again, there are, ways around that. So you have a couple of options on you, or, at your ability, and you've kind of cycled through all of them with Scylla, which is how you've been kind of confirming that she's not on this plane. The items aren't showing up anywhere, the scrying is failing, the detecting of life forces, and even, magical messengers and spies, none of it has been showing you anything. Talking to creatures from other planes, like the Infernal Plane, creatures that have the ability to locate souls, they're not finding anything either, so.
Damn.
But you have some ideas that you can work on.
Okay. I assume I've been working pretty closely with my order for my gaps in knowledge.
So you have, they welcomed you fairly quickly after they found out that you had been doing your own nefarious things. One of the things you've come to realize, though, is that the study of other planes is not something that's covered heavily in Kryn. There's just not a large corpus of knowledge about it. There's not many works. I mean, they know that the Hells exist, that the Abyss exists, that the domains of the gods of good exist. Past that, there's not writings about them.
Well, Alfie does have the spell plane shift. Should he not have that?
No, you definitely should. I mean, here's the thing. You found the plane of shadows by yourself for the first person to do so in probably a millennium. So you have more working knowledge on the planes than just about anyone around here.
Yeah. Alfie's pretty goated with his 22 intelligence now.
Do you feel yourself get a little smarter when you put the stone above your head?
Yeah.
Make me just a general intelligence check.
24.
Okay. You believe, and I'll leave this up to you on whether you have acted on this or not, or if you would like to moving forward. You believe that it's possible that the being that you've been communicating with from the plane of shadow may have more knowledge on the planes and how traveling between them works and hiding things in them works. And
you mean by like Lich, the guy I'm doing my apprenticeship under?
Yes, him. I was trying to keep it vague, but yes, the Lich.
Okay, whoops. All right.
Alfie, this is so weird. A voice from the sky told me that you had an apprenticeship with a weird lich guy.
Around this point, while you're having this conversation with yourself, everyone is back. Everyone just rings on the ghoul bell. Ghoulfast climbs over the wall.
I was going to say Ghoulfast.
He says,
"Can I help you?"
I was going to say, I like to think that Goldfest was sitting there patiently at the door.
No, we left him behind. He was trying on dresses, so we would have seen him fly past us, go in through a window, and come down and open the door.
In his new dress.
Who is it?
He says,
"Can I help you?"
And then before you can answer, he goes,
I am funny.
and then he lets you all in.
Jesus.
Hey everyone, DM Steven here. I just wanted to say thank you from the entire High Anxiety crew. If you enjoy what we're doing and would like to see more in the future, subscribe to the podcast, follow us on our social media, and check out the individual projects of our members, all found in our show description.